Welcome to the Fear Fiction Podcast. Fearfic is the term for short horror fiction, mostly posted on the web. It includes any and all related subgenres. Join three assholes talking basement goo Slimebeast, inebriated interstellar traveler Abysmii, and irritable ghostly man-horde Dead Palette, as they read all stories horror and internet-related, paragraph by paragraph, and bullshit while they do it. From adolescent revenge fantasies to subtle postmodern narratives about real-life events and everything in between, they read it and critique. You better believe it. Kick it to the cold open, white boy.
Recently, myself and my friend went out for, a nice night on the town, having some adult beverages.
Right.
And I getting a little hungry, wanting to get some French fries. This one place, and we're not going to say the name of it.
McDonald's.
It might rhyme with McBommels. No.
McBommels? That's the Middle East. No, never mind.
No, it's not. Okay, canceled. It's a local place. We saunter in there drunk, and we see the most incredible sign. And I have a picture of it here that I'm not showing you because it says the name of the place. And it says blank, 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 and then rules. So we're going to go through some of these rules, okay, guys?
So the name of it was blanked out, like some kind of SCP?
That's what we're going to do. We're going to redact this. So here are the rules. No ill-fitting or excessively baggy clothes. No sandals. No drug-related clothing. No athletic clothing. Joggers, sweatpants, jumpsuits, warm-ups, or
basketball
jerseys.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Go ahead.
No work boots, parentheses, dress boots.
Really?
All right. No excessive jewelry, including grills.
So no fun allowed.
No professional cameras or GoPros. No backpacks, man purses, or satchels. No sagging of pants. No,
Your pants will be sagging after you eat there,
No
I'll tell you that.
sagging of the pants in my establishment.
Yes. Oh, it was Burger King then.
Yeah.
No sagging of the pants.
No flat bill hats or headphones. I don't know why that's one rule.
What the fuck?
No sweatshirts / jacket hoodies must be worn down. We reserve the right to refuse service to any patron that lacks adequate hygiene, which, fair. And no removal of clothing items in the bar at any time. Example, taking off shirt, you will be escorted out immediately.
So if it's getting hot in her, do not take all of your clothes.
Do not take off all your clothes.
Promptly leave.
Promptly leave, then take off your clothes.
It's getting hot in her. Let's promptly leave this place. I am getting so hot. I think I'm gonna go out.
Too many people in here, and all the body heat is making it too hot.
Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible, terrible place to enjoy yourself.
What?
They are getting bombed on Yelp so bad.
Now, what is people's problem with that? Are they drawing any connections or conclusions to that?
They're drawing. Those are some dog whistle racist shit if I've ever heard it.
Well, here's my question. Okay, devil's advocate, white devil's advocate. Does this place have anything that could be shoplifted in baggy clothing on anybody? Like any person?
No.
Not of any race? Okay. Well, then what the fuck? That's all stupid.
It's like kind of a bar, but people don't go there to drink. They go there to get food when they're drunk. Because
I could see, like, if it was like the Fabergé egg warehouse, they would be like, don't wear any clothes capable of fitting a bunch of Fabergé eggs in them. But it's not. It's a bar, and so that leaves very little options as to what they're trying to say.
It's also a hipster bar, and so like all of the SJW hipsters obviously not too pleased about this.
God damn it. Now, how popular was this bar before this moment?
Very.
Oh, well.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
Very.
No grills. What the fuck?
No grills.
What the fuck?
Most, like it's 2004 or something. And everyone is outside of the bar, like literally laughing. Like they're not even mad at the sign. They just think it's hilarious how they're committing seppuku.
Right. And it's sort of like I could see a meeting between the owner of the bar and like their maybe second in command, maybe someone who helps, keep the place running. And the owner of the bar is like, all right, I got an idea for a rule here. Okay. Nobody with dark skin. The person's like, I don't know about that. And he's like, no grills? And the guy's like, perfect. Nobody will ever guess. Like, no. No, we guessed. Jesus Christ.
Man. I don't know. There could be some wiggers out there.
Yeah.
In Ohio, probably.
By the way, YouTube algorithm, if the AI is smart enough, he said that was a W.
Whoa. Hard W.
Goddamn. Hard W. Oh my god, we found your rap name. Hard W. Yo, Hard W. And after a while, because rappers always change their name, you could change it to something like Hey Dub,
I do think I'm going to go with Blackface Malcolm X. But anyway, we're going to be reading
YouTube
RPC.
algorithm. He said, no, I got nothing.
We're going to be reading RPC 111.
Okay.
I've seen that this is a story that they seem to be proud of. So let's dig into this one.
And this is not an SCP that was carted over?
No. This is, from what I understand, like an original story, and it's
my God.
allegedly emblematic of the kind of quality you can expect, whether good or bad.
God. All right, here we go.
Registered Phenomena Code 111, Object Class Gamma Purple. Hazard types: Visual Hazard, Info Hazard, Group Hazard, Tychokinetic Hazard.
Yeah, it can control toy trucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, gotcha. No, that's Tonka Kinetic Hazard.
God damn it.
Geological Hazard, Explosive Hazard.
I want to point out it's a picture of a gas station. All of those are an explosive hazard.
We gotta ban automatic explosive gas stations. Containment Protocol. Any manifesting instance of RPC-111 are to be shut down by Authority personnel as soon as possible. RPC-111 branding is to be removed by force from all parts of the surrounding area, and the gas station is to remain closed under the premise of a catastrophic gas leak.
Ooh, that's also a really good rapper name. Catastrophic gas leak.
No, that's at least like a debut album.
Yeah, catastrophic gas leak from
It's your boy,
RW.
Big Leaky. It's your boy, Big Stinky.
Oh, no.
Here to rip open I don't know. Fuck it. I'm a band.
Next thing you know, you're going to be rapping about shitting on the floor or something.
That'd be
Who would do that?
Ridiculous.
fucking stupid. Nearby gas station employees reported at any point to have been peddling RPC-111 services are to be administered Class C amnestics immediately.
Okay, so they can forget about it, but they don't have to be killed.
So is this just that It's Always Sunny episode where the gang sells gas that they take from the gas station and then peddle around to people?
I'll
in,
count
like,
it as it
giant
goes
barrels?
in. Yeah.
That's one of the best bits of all times. I'll just count it. You just can't get through to them. Why? That's stupid. All products, receipts, and other documentation obtained by unauthorized personnel are to be confiscated by Authority personnel and incinerated immediately.
Damn. Could you imagine you're the guy who gets like the scratch-off ticket for $10,000, but it's at this gas station, so they confiscate and burn it?
That would suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
That was funny. Neither of us had anything to follow up.
No, okay.
Oh, that wasn't even funny. That was just accurate. Yeah, that would suck. In the event of containment failure, all known customers of said RPC-111 instance and all individuals within a 150-kilometer radius of the location of the instance are to be given Class C amnestics. Funding is to be provided to local governments to construct buildings onto the remains of RPC-111, such as other gas stations. Any such building must be unable to sell fuel. Damn it. All news articles about the incident are to be kept strictly local and are to be edited to report the RPC-111 instance as belonging to the previous chain before transformation into an RPC-111 instance. This is one of those things I kind of don't like about these weird fiction collaborative SCP things is like everything within 150-kilometer. That's a fucking city, dude.
Use
Like-
feet or miles, you friggin'. RPC, are you the American SCP or not?
That's a good point.
Well, it's like brainwash a whole or like mind wipe an entire city. We have infinite funding. We have infinite resources. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Is anything really a danger if you can just do this without recompense?
I
Hey,
would
it's your
say-
boy, it's your boy, the libertarian rapper, strictly local,
God damn it.
aka the John Gold of anomalous gas stations.
Yes. All very excellent titles. I do like the idea, though, that this is sticking to amnestics so far, because a lot of articles that I've seen that have been like a little over the top, or like, they have to terminate everybody, ha ha ha, It's at least a little restraint,
I mean, if you're gonna burn all that gasoline, why bother with amnestics? Just have everyone gather around and huff the fumes. They'll forget everything.
Yeah. Alright, so...
You'll forget everything once you're dead. They're, and this is, I'm gonna give the typical Slimebeast disclaimer. This is not me. This is not me. You
This
guys
is
can do
not
what
me!
you want.
That's my disclaimer. This is not me, everyone.
Yeah. But if I were doing this, I would not have Class C amnestics, because they're just busted. They are such a busted writing gimmick.
Yeah.
Make everyone forget. I like... nobody out there knows what the CRP thing is, but that's my spoof SCP thing. I like Class 5 blow to the head. That's what I like. So my assumption is that the gas station explodes or something, because it says, on the site of the gas station, and it's talking about like a radius and everything. And, yeah. Description. RPC 111 is the collective designation for a small chain of gas stations located across the North American continent. Each instance of RPC 111 is drastically different in appearance, but identical in function. They're gas stations. Each instance resembles a gas station belonging to another company's chain, so they're mimics, except trademark branding is replaced by the term blank. And are we clicking the footnotes now, or
I'm just hovering over it. A cognito hazard that compels onlookers to stop and fill up their gas tank at the RPC 111 instance.
All right, so it compels you to buy.
It's a dank meme, and you're like, oh, gotta fill up there.
Yeah.
I love the idea of like gas. No, I don't need that.
What it is it's just a gigantic dick, and people are like, ooh, I have to fill up over there.
Mhm.
Gas prices at instances of RPC 111 are typically cheaper than nearby competing chains. Those bastards! Tricking people in with cheaper prices. By a range of 50 cents to $2.
Well, okay,
What?
that's a dead giveaway then. No one has that type of price cap.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of like there's some sort of anomalous aspect of it. It's like, no, it's just fucking cheap gas.
Yeah. Footnote 2. The value is in US dollars. Yeah. Current conversion rates are to be applied for values in Canadian dollars or Mexican pesos. Okay. In addition, each instance has a small store where patrons can buy food and drinks, which have this is just describing gas stations at this point, which have no anomalous properties, but are known to be quite popular, according to the testimony from customers of RPC 111. The number of RPC 111 instances varies with time, but there are estimated to be an average of blank at any given moment, single digit, unless it's an infinity symbol, accounting for approximately 0.0 blank of all gas stations in North America. It is currently unknown as to who operates the RPC 111 chain. Footnote: authorities GOIS, G-O-I-S, are currently under investigation to search for any ties. That sentence makes no sense.
Girl of interest.
Oh, girls of interest at the RPC.
RPC-111 will randomly replace existing gas stations across its area of activity. Upon manifestation, all gas stations within 10 kilometer radius of RPC-111 instance will begin to either exhibit fuel dispenser failures, increase gas prices, or purposefully underperforming staff.
No.
So gas stations.
Those are gas stations.
Yes.
Oh, that's why it's scary, because it's real. Employees will do this in an attempt to promote RPC-111 services to those dissatisfied with the service at their employees' respective gas station. The result of this will usually be a massive influx of business transferring over to RPC-111 instances. This is already needlessly complicated.
It's just Walmart, but a gas station.
You guys ever been to a gas station where you had such bad service you didn't go back?
No.
That was anomalous.
Me neither.
I was online at a gas station at one time. It was like maybe 5 people deep, this line. I was at the end of the line, and a homeless dude, comes into the gas station and starting at the back of the line all the way up to the front asks everybody in the line for money.
Mm-hmm.
And the cashier's just ringing people out, not even looking up. Not my problem. So I was like,
Right.
I was just like, okay, well, I guess this is happening.
But like gas stations are such, your time there is so usually not really interacting with anybody, and if it's never that all the pumps are working. So I get what they're trying to do with this, but it's such not a thing to relate to.
At all gas stations in the surrounding radius, characters from the Fight Club will show up and start spraying customers with gasoline.
In any gas station, in any state,
city.
If none of the pumps work, light a match and blow the place up.
Go up to the cashier and in a quiet voice say, "Who dealt it?"
They will laugh at you and deride you.
Yes.
I'm looking for the holder of gasoline, and they're like,
right behind
Saudi
you, buddy.
Arabia.
God damn it. Fly to Saudi Arabia. Do not look back.
If you have successfully made it into Saudi Arabia, you're fucked.
You ain't getting back out.
If you're a woman, please make sure you're wrapped head to toe.
Your severed head is item 142.
God damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, too true.
Now there's a storyline for you. There's an idea for a Holder series type thing is, people become, at the end of a journey you become the important thing somehow, but you're fucked otherwise. Anyway, it's Abysmii's turn.
Abysmii's turn.
RPC 111 instances will also produce anomalous humanoid creatures to staff it, so gas stations.
There's the picture right there.
Referred to as RPC 111-1. I love that number. What happens to the previous employees of the gas station is unknown. Instances of RPC 111-1 stand at an average height of 2.12 meters
So
and
that's
are
about-
visually...
That's about 6 inches tall?
Yes.
Okay.
And are visually identical to humans wearing the uniforms of the gas station chain before RPC 111 transformation. However, RPC 111-1 instances lack notable facial characteristics such as hair, eyes, ears, and noses, so they're just staffed by Slender Man.
Not identical.
It's Slender Man's gas station. He's really trying to get this franchise off the ground.
Slender gas?
While RPC 111-1 instances possess eye sockets and a mouth, they are devoid of eyeballs or teeth. These holes seemingly absorb 99% of incoming light, making them appear pitch black. So gas stations. The mouth of RPC 111-1 is fixed in an unmoving and unnaturally wide smile.
So,
is this an RPC entry written by Andrew Yang as a commentary on how automation is taking our jobs?
who?
Sure.
Who's Andrew Yang? I haven't heard about him.
Footnote 17. Everyone will offer you $1,000 a month to shop at this gas station.
God damn it.
Dude, that's what it is.
So, what I thought you were going to say was, is this an RPC, or is this a creepypasta in RPC form?
There is a
popular...
like Tales from the Gas Station trend going on, so I can kind of see that actually.
I could very much see this written out in a different way too. Of like, I was driving late at night, almost falling asleep at the wheel. I stopped in for gas, without looking at the cashier. Pulled some money out of my wallet. When I looked up, they had this face, and
This would be much better as a traditional creepypasta, because, oh, honey, turn in there. Well, that place kind of looks, I don't know, something about it's weird, but it's $2 less than the last place. Okay,
Yeah.
Something's really weird then. No, just do it.
Or you keep driving and you keep seeing the same gas station, and the price keeps getting lower every time you pass.
Yeah.
Well, now it's down. Now it's free. Now they're paying me. What?
This is the problem with
formalizing and clinicizing creepy stuff, it kind of loses its edge.
That's the thing, is like I see it as like a writing challenge, and I don't know. I am getting disillusioned with the format. I just see so much potential in it.
But I think the potential is always squandered by the fact that there's just so many, and because they all follow the same formula to the T, they all blend together. So everything loses its individual worth, as for lack of a better word. And maybe some will stand out, but after a while, it's just, okay, there's another one.
I just want to point out that the picture here, I would get rid of this photo of the smiling guy. Because, first of all, it looks silly and not scary, which is admittedly a subjective thing. Secondly, though, I think more objectively, that's not how gas station workers dress with a high visibility vest.
Oh my god, you're right.
Third instance of RPC 111-1 in containment, moments before sublimation. Now, I don't know if we're using this picture as a thumbnail or what, but there's just a stark white background, because this was taken from like a Halloween costume site or something. Unless this is being contained in a brightly lit, all-white void room, this would not be a picture
Authority,
of something.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, unless they put that in there somewhere, I'm not going to be, like, believing that this is, like, moments before it was, you know, this is a photo that was snapped of it while it was, you know, standing in our white, you know, stark blank cube, but it could be. Maybe their cells are all like that, I don't know.
RPC-111-1, is it my turn to read?
I think it's Slimebeast.
No, it's Slimebeast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What possibly shook you from the flow of the story? Anyway, RPC 111-1 instances seemingly communicate to customers of RPC 111 instances telepathically. Okay, let's just throw that in.
It's just fucking keep throwing shit into the story.
Why couldn't they just talk? They have this permanent smile, so why couldn't they just be like, "Hi, welcome to the gas station"?
There's the other problem with this type of collaborative fiction, the one-upsmanship, because like someone sets a bar with some story at some point, and then everyone is like, "Oh fuck, how do you get more unique than that?" And it becomes a race to the bottom of who can make the more complicated bullshit and not just make something interesting.
You know, like SCP-173 is like criticized, like, "Oh, it's such a Mary Sue." It's like, no, but the idea is so simple. It's just like, if you blink, it cracks your neck. It's such a good, it's so simple, doesn't need to be any more complex. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You don't write a big, long, you know, boring-ass article that is, like, really mundane, but I would suggest, you know, keep it concise, but do go mundane with it, and then, you know, have some little stinger or supernatural element, you know, and just make it that, you know? This could have been a gas station that just baits people in and appears there. And that would have been like, oh, that's interesting and strange. I wonder what that's about. But now we're getting into all the deep lore. And it's like, oh, okay.
And the deep lore is just like mundanity. But like just really uninteresting mundanity.
Yeah, it just keeps getting loaded down with a bunch of shit that it doesn't need. It could just be like, there's a gas station, it offers cheaper prices, and
it kidnaps people and they disappear.
And they turn into gas.
Yeah. Sure, that too. The gas is people.
And, I mean, you know, just like, when I say, you know, keep it mundane, you know, just make it like, you know, there's a food truck, and it's called, you know, this is the name of the food truck business, and this is how the truck looks, and there's this type of person that serves the food inside of it, and that's all mundane, because that's all stuff that's normal. And then you say, you know, anybody who, you know, people can eat from this food truck, and they're totally fine, but if somebody happens to drink too much, or somebody gets punched in the stomach or something like that, and they throw up, you know, then they realize that they've eaten a bunch of human ears. That's it's not food. It's just comes out different. You know, just whatever. Some little tweak to a interesting premise. You know,
it doesn't, like, you can be like creative and specific. Like you look at the whichever one it was that was the football ghost on the telephone.
Yeah.
Where you call up and it's a bunch of like very famous
historical people. Yeah.
Right.
Just historical people who are talking about football that would have no knowledge of football. That's such a fucking stupid, goofy idea, but it's so simple. And and you get the premise immediately and you're like, "Hey," and they keep elaborating on it, and you're like, "Hey."
It could have easily been like the buttons on the phone have, ancient runes on them that can't be deciphered, and that, every so often it'll mention a team that has never existed, and that team appears and kills, 50 people in your local town. It could have just added, but it didn't,
And when those 50 people die, it turns into each one of them manifests a new RPC.
Sure.
That's even cooler and edgier than the previous ones.
Yeah.
I failed to see how RPC is not just going to eventually turn into SCP at this rate, because there's no there's no cap, there's no strictures in place that'll be like, okay, we're done. You need a different premise.
What's
the point?
That's why CRP is the future. Is because it's for short things. You read it, you get in, you get out. If you weren't happy, you didn't waste much time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I like these projects. I like these premises. They just need to have a limit. They need to be limited in scope and just to cut off at some point.
I would say a good limit is 132.
Yeah.
Just pulling that number out of my ass.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a great number. I agree. But yeah, and there's so many things you could do. Like you could do one about like a facility for people who claim to have been abducted by aliens and do something with that, and then have people write, I don't know, fucking testing on people who
erotic aliens.
Yes. Oh, totally erotic.
This is just your.
This is my fan.
It's fetish. But I'll tell you what would happen
with
with that. You would be reading from the wiki of alien abduction stories, and it would be, I walked into a gas station that was staffed by aliens who telepathically spoke with me.
Told me to take my pants off, and it did.
I went into the aliens gas station because it was $2 cheaper than surrounding gas stations. It would just be the same, but with aliens. All right. Prior interviews indicate that these quote-unquote employees will frequently coerce attending customers to purchase goods from the RPC 111 instances, insinuating that they never have enough stuff, and frequently remarking, where else would they spend that money? Ugh.
But how's that a coercion?
It's like psychic talk, I guess. Like, you can never have enough things. You must have more,
That's not the word I would use, but okay, I get it.
So on top of like entire gas stations being hijacked by this, on top of it being a weird like mannequin-like smiley Slender Man guy, on top of it having anomalous cognito, hazards, it also has Jedi mind trick. Like every sentence is a new fucking thing, like a new ability and shit. Like guys.
Wait a minute, guys. Is the RPC Foundation, or whatever the fuck it's called, is the RPC site an anomalous site? Because I'm starting to dislike capitalism now that I'm reading this. It's convincing me to be anti-capitalist.
Oh, I can assure you that is not their intention at all.
I don't know. It depends who's managing what nowadays.
Depends on the author.
Yes. RPC 111-1 instances can be easily coerced into authority possession. However, separation from RPC 111 for more than 1 hour will result in their sudden sublimation. So, within an hour, they got it into the stark white room and took a photo of it. As such, information gathered from RPC 111-1 instances is extremely scarce.
Is it? Because we seem to have a shit ton of info.
Yeah. Let me see how many more... this goes down about 50,000 more words.
Well, the addendum is a rather lengthy transcript.
RPC-111's most dangerous property comes in the form of a random message sent continuously to one of the patrons of RPC-111 instance, designated RPC-111-2, until they answer it. This message takes the form of a typical spam/text message/phone call.
Pick
and
what your
RPC
is.
Guys, read the message. It's the picture.
Congratulations, redacted. You are the 666th customer.
Fuck.
Is this a shit post?
What the fuck?
For your dedication, you've earned a redacted for free. Is that a glory hole blowjob?
Yeah.
That's enough room for a glory hole blowjob, so I'm going to assume it's that. Text us back so you can claim your prize. Congratulations, same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
And I'll pass, thanks.
It's probably petroleum, because this author is British, and that's why, despite all this happening in North America, they keep using kilometers.
I think this is
right.
I think this is less petroleum and just trolleum. Get it?
Yes, I do get it. RPC-111-1 instances are even known to acknowledge it in the store with confetti or buzzers. That's pretty funny. I like that idea.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's nice.
I mean, that would work better if it was like a supermarket, since they are known more to do that. But yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what makes it funny. Is like a gas station is always a depressing place, and them just like being really cheery and is a good thing. I like that.
The only non-depressing gas station I've ever been to was in this really little rich like town up in the mountains, and it was just so bougie. It was a very surreal experience because the attendant,
Can I take a guess?
Sure.
Was the attendant wearing a top hat, monocle, mutton chops, and overalls?
No, I wish they were just wearing like a polo. But they were just like so happy, so helpful, and I don't know. It was just was weird.
When Abysmii says that they were wearing a polo, that means that they were like wearing a polo uniform and they were on a polo horse and they had a polo bat, a polo mallet.
Somebody has to explain to our resident alien what a gas station is. You
Sir,
there
you
on the horse, fuel my vehicle.
Country club.
Well, they offered to top up my gas, so I figured this is what gas stations are.
Yeah.
The messages congratulate RPC-111-2 for being a certain number of customer matching up with the transaction record of the RPC-111 instance.
So 666 was the actual...
Totally random.
Yeah.
Totally random.
Mm-hmm.
Typically between the range of 10 customer and 1,000 customer. Why is that relevant to anything?
Okay, let me say this. Let me completely backtrack on what I said before. At this point, when you've done this much, now you should just be going completely crazy with this. You know, if you're going to do this much stuff with a RPC SCP type thing, you should be saying, confetti goes off and there's buzzers and 5 to 10 employees come from the back room out of nowhere and sing happy birthday to you. Like,
a prime number of employees from the back.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, if you're going to go this crazy with it, you might as well fucking just fuck the stops,
This is reading more like a Twilight Zone screenplay than an RPC entry, because shit just keeps happening.
Yeah.
In addition, the message will inform them that they are entitled to a prize, this prize being a low-level info hazard that compels those with knowledge of it to accept it. However, this can be resisted with a high enough cognitive hazard resistance. So you got to spec your RPC OC into having high cognitive hazardous resistance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This message will continuously be sent until RPC-111-2 explicitly rejects the offer or accepts it. Addendum, approximately 99% of people who receive this message will decline the reward, while 1% will accept.
How do you know?
Good question.
How do you know 99% of people who received this have rejected it?
You would have to seize the... You'd have to seize the phone records.
You'd have to seize the means of production. I'm no longer a capitalist. Let's do it, folks.
you would, you'd have to get the phone records of either the anomalous employee or everyone who's been contacted by them. So you'd still have to get the anomalous employee's phone records, which apparently sublimate after an hour. So good fucking luck contacting Verizon or Sprint to be like, hey, quick.
I gotta be real, I'm not sure what the term sublimate means. I'm assuming that it means that you start liking the band Sublime.
It's to turn something from a solid into a gas.
So I was pretty much, okay.
No, you're right, yeah.
But
you get a sun tattoo on your chest.
I'm just picturing you're standing there with the happy salesman from the gas station, and it's been about an hour. And you're like, we finally have that warrant to look over its phone, and it just waves to you and disappears. Like, nope, too late.
See ya. If RPC-111-2 turns down the prize, RPC-111-2's head will immediately explode. Okay. Cool. will immediately explode. It is unknown how this occurs. Of course it is. But it is instantaneous and unable to be prevented.
Could it just be a buildup of gas, since we're doing all this gas shit?
Hey, if the prize is accepted, the RPC 111 instance will explode with the... Wait, so it just explodes no matter what?
No, the building will explode if you accept, for some reason.
Then what's the point of all this?
So
Don't ask that.
What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. With an approximate yield of 2 kilotons. I just want to finish the sentence. Footnote 5. This is approximately 10 times less the strength in I don't care. Okay, whatever. Flattening everything within a 1 kilometer radius and killing any life forms within this. So this is... okay. Wow.
There is no restraint.
No.
RPC... I want to like the RPC Authority so much, but there just needs to be restraint.
One of these things is a gas station that could literally blow up the Earth multiple times over if there's like 10 of them in one country.
Why couldn't it just be a gas station where the pumps dispense a random liquid every time they're used? I mean, I know they have cups and, vending machines that do that type of shit, but I don't care. I want hot fudge from a gas station.
Hot fudge gas station.
Oh, how about it's just a gas station, right? But the pumps deliver nacho cheese, and if you buy nachos in the gas station and you pump cheese out, it's gasoline.
What if it's God damn it? What if it's an alternate universe gas station that doesn't have gas, it has steam?
Ooh.
It's like a steampunk gas station.
I was the guitarist for steampunk gas station.
Oh. Alright, all instances of RPC 111-1 will spontaneously combust and hone in on any other gas station in a 10-kilometer radius by sprinting at approximately 100 kilometers per hour in an attempt to catch the station on fire and make it explode with a similar explosive force.
Hilarious visual. Not good in the story, but but it's a hilarious visual that burning clown people come rushing at your gas station to try to hump your gas pumps.
Honk, honk, hump your gas pump, honk, honk.
I'm Gassy, the gas clown. Let me help you with that. Boom.
Now we know Abysmii's other fetish, but go ahead.
Gas clowns. Whether successful or not, all RPC 111-1 instances will disappear within 1 hour of their respective RPC 111 instance exploding. No traces of the RPC 111 instance will exist after 2 hours of initial detonation. Well, yeah, because they all got blown up by an atomic bomb-sized explosion. No shit.
RPC-111 has been responsible for approximately blank fatalities and the loss of blank square kilometers of land.
Well, that's more than 0.
Yeah.
So, guys, remember when those gas stations exploded and took out, giant city blocks? Remember that?
That is that blank of how many square kilometers, that's a 7-figure number.
Yeah. And unless it's 0.00000,
yeah.
But okay, then why put it in there? That's not even a kilometer at that point. It's a millimeter.
It has additionally contributed to numerous economic fluctuations. Since its discovery, blank gas stations have been converted into RPC-111 instances, and blank have been destroyed by ignited RPC-111-1 instances. At the current rate of RPC-111 manifestations, gas stations will become so infrequent that gas-powered vehicles would become impractical in the United States by the year 2000-something.
Guys,
womp womp.
This might be written by Andrew Yang.
Oh my god, the clown people in there with their smiley faces and bald heads and their uniforms come rushing at you on fire and they're just chanting, Yang Gang! Yang Gang! Yang Gang! And they hump your gas station and explode it.
Why would someone entertain this thought and not that, different types of cars and fuels are being developed because it's just the advancement of technology?
Why does it need to be an exploding gas station that is this exploding? Like a fucking nuclear bomb. Couldn't it just, the idea of, hey, there's, spam emails that go out to people and it takes you to a location and that location explodes? That's a good idea. There's all the ideas that are being shoved together don't match each other.
I like the premise of this gas station that tricks you and manipulates you to shop there, and it's like a living trap. That's cool, and it would, and being like along a highway where it kind of goes unnoticed, because that's a thing in America. There's just long stretches of highway, and then like the only other civilization is 60 miles between gas station and gas station. That's fine, but yeah, everything else, and the fact that it's in cities and shit. Ugh.
Addendum 111.1. Interview with captured RPC-111-1 instance.
All right, we're going to talk to a clown man.
Who wants to be Doctor? Who wants to be RPC 111-1?
Forward, the following is an interview conducted between lead researcher Dr. Redacted and an RPC-111-1 instance captured by an RPC-111 instance in data expunged from, it says that. As RPC-111-1 instance cannot talk, Dr. Redacted wrote down RPC-111-1's telepathic statements -111-1.
Okay, I'll be the Doctor. How about that?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, we're going to play Doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Thunberg. This is an interrogation of the captured RPC-111-1 instance. RPC-111-1. Is there a name you'd rather go by?
The RPC-111-1 instance shakes its head. Dr. Blank writes down, "No, not at all that I can think of." Hopefully this won't take too long. I do have to go back to work after all.
God damn it. Dr. Blank. RPC-111-1. Hopefully you won't mind me asking this question. What exactly are you?
RPC-111-1 tilts its head to the side, almost as if confused. Dr. Blank jots down, "Isn't it obvious, Doc? I'm your friendly local worker." I can't do that forever. I hope you're not thinking that we're trying to poison you or anything.
How lackluster. Dr. Blank. No, not at all. Explain your history at this company.
RPC-111-1 leans back in its chair and glances up at the ceiling before lighting up a cigarette and taking out some scotch. Before sitting up and staring Dr. Blank straight in the eyes, Dr. Blank writes, "Well, I first went to a location over in data expunged after the BP station there ran out of gas. Silly folks over there can't even keep track of their own stock. No wonder I immediately fell in love with Blank. Pay practically half the price for better service."
This sucks. Dr. Blank, let me stop you right there, RPC-111-1. It sounds like you were once a customer? Oh, here we go. More lore and more magic.
RPC-111, whatever. All the ones. Again tilts its head to the side in confusion and begins convulsing. Security grows tense and moves closer to Dr. Blank. But they lower their guard 2 seconds later when RPC-111-1 stops. Dr. Blank jots down, "Of course I was, Doc. What, do you think us Blank workers grow on trees? Ha ha ha
ha." Dr. Blank.
Nothing is being furthered. We are gaining no information. This is all.
No.
Dr. Blank. I apologize for no reason. Please continue.
RPC-111-1 glances off at the one-way mirror in the room before looking back at Dr. Blank. Dr. Blank writes, "Anyways, I tried the Super Shake, and immediately I knew that I'd be stopping there every single time I needed to fill up. Speaking of, have you bought a Super Shake yet? You really should. Won't hurt to try."
All right, so you drink the Super Shake and you become a clown attendant.
Gas. At this point, RPC-111-1 has started to melt. Bits of its forehead are dripping off its chin. However, RPC-111-1's expression remains unmoved.
Dr. Blank. So, what happened after this? Not every customer becomes an employee.
RPC-111-1 begins melting faster. As it does this, it places its left arm on the table. Its hand is missing 3 fingers, having already melted off. More researchers have entered the room and are frantically trying to scoop up liquid parts of RPC-111-1, but it keeps evaporating before they can secure a sample. Dr. Blank scribbles, "Well, I thought about applying for a job. I was unemployed at the time, and who knows where my next paycheck was going to come from. Luckily, Blank noticed how many times I was stopping and shopping, because you can never have enough stuff if you're unemployed. Whatever. And they offered me a job before I could even ask if there were openings."
Do you want to know how I got this job as a gas station attendant?
No.
My father was a franchisee owner.
No, I want to know where the drugs are going. I don't want to know that.
Do you want to know how I got this tooth decay?
You want to see my super shake? As Dr. Blank is writing the previous statement down, he begins to put the pen down to ask the next question. When RPC 111-1 starts twiddling what's left of its thumbs, its left arm suddenly drops off, splashing onto the floor. Dr. Blank immediately picks the pen again and jots down, "Look, I enjoy your company, but if you're not going to buy anything, then I need to get back to work."
All right. I mean, that's a line that would have been good in another lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Blank, we only have a few more questions. Don't worry. Please continue with your background. Why aren't you... Okay. There are so many more important questions you would ask something that's not going to be there for a while.
Is this like the first one they got?
I don't know. Yeah, I would assume so. It's log 1, so...
Should just said.
Dr. Redactedness needs to be like, hey, why the fuck do you keep blowing up?
Yeah.
Notice your arm falling off there?
Maybe something like, so, who's your boss? So, what's this? What is about, how can I find out more about this company? Do you have a website? Do you have, literature? What?
Yeah, could they ever, try to find, the manager and ask them even more questions? RPC 111-1 starts leaning forward, not of its own volition, but because its spine has turned to liquid. As it hits the table, its head falls off and sits on the tabletop. I wasn't sure, but they accepted anyways. I need to go.
You know what? I want to see an anomalous Karen who keeps asking, who goes into, random businesses, asks to see the manager, right? The manager comes, and she asks to see, the regional manager, and he drives out there and comes to the restaurant, and then they ask to see the CEO of the company. The CEO flies in to talk to the Karen. All the way, just keep up and up and up and up until it's the president is on Air Force One headed to this, I don't know, Sizzler to talk to her because she's still upset,
Oh, that'd be good.
Anyway.
That's a good CRP entry.
Yeah, that's true. Ultimate Karen. RPC, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Dr. Blank. When did you start working at Blank?
RPC 111-1's body rapidly sublimates telepathic...
I hate to interrupt, but how is that relevant to anything that you need to know? When did you start working there?
Who cares when? Obviously, it was recently.
Why are they acting like this is a goddamn job interview? Like they're trying to hire them for something.
Who are they trying to
tell me about your time at Redacted.
Oh, God.
Yeah, what's something you're good and something you're bad at? RPC 111's body rapidly sublimates. Telepathic signal grows slower. Effective time immediately. I must go immediately. Okay.
Dr. Blank, do you remember anything before working at such and such? Well, the person just said how they got there and why they went there, so they obviously remember stuff from it. You fucking idiot doctor.
Okay, tell me about your childhood.
Yeah.
And this is just drawn out. No, let me go. RPC 111-1 is melted to just a face lying on the table, rapidly evaporating. Dr. Blank asks one more question.
Oh, God. How can you face what's happened to you? Dr. Asshole. That's the name of the doctor. Dr. Blank. How did you learn you got accepted?
As RPC 111-1 evaporates into nothing, the final telepathic signals come in intermittently as Dr. Blank writes them down one word at a time. They sent me a text.
So that's what you win?
Log. Yeah, it's the end of a log, all right. Closing statement. Moments later, the RPC-111 instance that RPC-111-1 originated from detonated.
Yay.
Everyone died.
Everyone died, and it's all okay because the news didn't cover it for some fucking reason.
Class C amnestics.
Hey, everyone, please report to your local police station to receive your free mandatory pill.
Yeah.
Authority personnel were dispatched to stall any ignited RPC-111-1 instances from destroying any more gas stations. Despite the loss of RPC-111-1 instance, the interview was considered a success by Dr. Redacted.
Yeah, Dr. Asshole would think that was a success, those dumbass questions. All right, wow. So that's indicative of the quality of RPC, huh, Dead Palette?
I would honestly say so.
It's starting to, at least.
Okay. It's not terribly written. Some of the
but
ideas...
it's also not terribly interesting.
Yeah. Some of the ideas would work as standalone concepts for, like you could probably get 5 good RPCs by breaking up the monopoly that is RPC 111. So it does have some positives going for it. It's just that it, as a whole, is it's
Loaded.
like I think we've made, maybe even DP, I think, has made this comparison before about taking everything you love, steak, bacon, ice cream, spaghetti, things you all like, and then putting them all in a bowl together in a big stew.
Mhm.
The end result is not something that I would enjoy, but the parts of it I can see are interesting. But
Yeah.
And I think we all kind of generally liked all the cool little parts, like the idea of like a melding guy. Hey, I like melding guy. The idea of spam text that turns you into that lures you to a place that explodes. That's also good.
Yeah.
you couldn't avoid 666 though. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
There's
a
so
bit
much in this that is just so edgy, try hard.
And pet peeves of Class C amnestics aside, it's just ridiculous, the idea that you're going to have like an explosion that big. Why can't it just be like a small explosion? Why can't it just be like a reasonably controlled gas station explosion?
Why can't
Like a gas station would be like explode pretty significantly. Why does it have to like level
Yeah.
like an entire kilometer?
why can't people within a radius hear a buzzer and then it explodes into confetti? It just explodes into this 1 kilometer radius of paper confetti.
So just spinning off of this idea, why not like imagine like a Costco, like or a Sam's Club, like someplace with a membership that's a grocery store where you buy stuff in bulk, but it's a cult,
A cult, yeah.
a Costco cult, and you just go there and like, hey, Jeff Kaplan here. What are you doing, Brandon? Where are you going with this? Point is,
Colonel Sanders, yes or no?
the idea of just, then there's the confetti, and then everyone, is enjoying that. Whatever, I don't know. Fuck it. Game theory.
What if you go to a supermarket, grocery store, whatever, and you're the millionth customer, confetti falls down, everybody applauds, and for the rest of your day, I mean, depending on how far you want to go with it, you could say the rest of your life, or you could just say for a 24-hour period, everywhere you go, everybody points at you and says, there's the winner, and claps. It doesn't matter.
Dude,
That nobody would be able to know that, but everybody knows.
Yeah.
Everybody just applauds you, and they're all like, "Wow," patting you on the back. It's like, dude,
What
I just
if,
want to work in the steel mill. I don't want everybody constantly patting me on the back and applauding.
Okay. What if instead of like you're the winner, like you're selected by some mechanism? It's like, hey, you're the 1,000th customer, and then like everyone just wants to smell your feet for 24 hours. Oh my God, there's the guy with the feet that smell really good.
Yeah,
man, it'd be really embarrassing if I tackle him to the ground, take off his shoes, and steal his socks.
How about you're the millionth customer, you win, the rain of confetti falls on you, the balloons drop, everybody really congratulates you, you feel really great, and then the next person in line steps up and they cut his throat and they go, "Trash! Fucking trash!" They just start kicking the corpse. You're nothing. You're 1,000,001. You're shit.
That's great. That kind of sounds like Boy Scouted, a story I wrote.
Oh, okay.
It's like in a way, like that's like a much more grandiose. This one is like way smaller and less plausible somehow. But still, the idea of just like you're the winner. Fuck you, guy. You fucking piece of shit.
You don't get a dead eagle, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, you know the story. Hey,
no, that was a random guess. I don't know.
That was a random guess. Yeah. We're gonna give you a dead eagle, and we think you're gonna like it. Why is Jeff Kaplan talking to me about dead eagles?
The new Hero 57 or whatever the fuck, is going to be a dead eagle. People were complaining about the overpowered hero, so this one starts out every round dead, never revives.
We saw that you people are enjoying all the wait times that we've put into the game, so this character is dead for half of the match, and then the second half you can start playing.
By the way, after Overwatch is completely dead, that's when we launch our all Overwatch podcast.
We need to, yeah. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I want to like the RPC Authority so much, and they just don't want me to like this. I guess. Fuck it.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts are Abysmii, Dead Palette, and Slimebeast. Music by Abysmii. Art by C.F. Comer. Voiceover by Atticus Jackson. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to Fearfic on YouTube to stay up to date on new episodes.
The following are .com reviews for the hotel just outside of Oklahoma. They have been held for review, and an investigation by anomalous researchers is pending approval.
Something was wrong with the mirrors in my room. They didn't reflect me at all. All of them, too. The bathroom mirror, the full-length mirror near the ironing board, even the TV when it was turned off didn't seem to reflect me at all. Just the surrounding room. I was in town for an important business meeting, and I had a giant pimple on me the whole time because of the stupid mirrors. The man at the front desk didn't seem to care at all. Just took my room keys as I checked out while eating garlic bread. It smelled awful. A void, a void, a void.
Pretty good stay. The ice bucket seemed to refill itself, which was weird. So were the sounds the shower made, like a lion roaring. I drew myself a relaxing bath, and when the water splashed, it kinda sounded like purring. Very odd, but relaxing, too.
Two things. One, I like to sleep with the air conditioner cranked as cold as I can get it. And oddly, the room seemed to get heavier as it got colder. When I turned the AC to 72, everything felt lighter. But then when I turned it back to 59, the room felt heavy again. Almost like the AC controlled the relative amount of gravity in the room. It worked for me. The increased pressure knocked me right out. Although it was hard to wake up with how cozy it was. Two, I ordered room service and the bellhop was a clone of me wearing the hotel uniform. They even had my name on the name tag, but like, being able to order bacon and eggs at 11 p.m. is a plus no matter how you cut it.
Oi, I visited the place with me band first weekend shag session away from the wee ankle biters at home. But when I popped on the telly after pounding me Mrs. Fanny, I found every show has bad British accents on it. Like, real bad. I turned to check on the Steelers-Giants game and the casters had Cockney accents. SpongeBob square trousers. Even cops. They arrested some crack addict in Harlem, and when he tried to run away from the bobbies, he got tased and yelled, "Blimey!" And now me and me wife, we can't stop the accents either. Bloody hell, stay away from that place.
Hey everybody out there, have you visited the No Story subreddit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Well, then never mind. Good night. The No Story subreddit at fucking, it's like somebody put Mario in an unventilated garage with a car running. Whoa! It's a me, Mario.
Luigi, have you read the Reddits?
Mario, it's me, Mr. Bill. Mario, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing great in this car.
Okay, this plug is now about Mario sitting in the driver's seat of a car, killing himself.
With Mr. Bill?
Yes. Everybody with a goofy high voice. Oh, hello. But yeah, r/.
How do you feel about this? How do you feel about this, Skeletor? I don't know, He-Man, help! I need your help. Save me, He-Man.
Fucking shit. Alright, Lumpy Space Princess in there too. So reddit.com/r/nostory, NOSTORY. It's a place to post no-sleep type titles with no story. You just have to come up with an interesting title that tricks people into clicking and upvoting it. It actually is a real thing you could do.
You can do it, and it's regulated by us.
Abysmii, do a funny high voice.
Yeah.
Meme Turtle, anybody? You remember that really important character we killed off immediately?
Yeah.
I love this one though that you wrote of. Ever wonder why businesses put their first dollar on the wall? If you don't, the president on the bill will come back to life after 48 hours. I took a job hunting what the government calls presidents, and I just framed my first dollar because of what I said a moment ago.
Yeah.
That was
Brandon
awesome.
wrote a good one about Kinderman that you'll have to read to believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Abysmii hasn't written any because he's a bastard.
I've been busy putting Ed and Eddie footage to our voices. That's not an exaggeration. That's what I did for like a whole night because it's really fucking difficult.